A very good evening to all of you friends. A very good evening to all of you. On behalf of BYJU'S Exam Prep, the most comprehensive preparation app for all exams, I, Surajit Bhaduri, welcome each and every one of you for today's live session on Legal Shorts Part 11. So friends, in this particular series, all that we try to do is to explain to ourselves how to solve legal reasoning questions for CLAT 2022 and 2023. So for all those of you who are preparing for CLAT 2022 and 2023, BYJU'S Exam Prep brings to you this fantastic live session on our YouTube platform called Legal Shorts. Before we begin, there is a very important surprise for each and every one of you on the auspicious occasion of Lodi. BYJU'S Exam Prep brings to you a flat 25% off on your online classroom program for CLAT, A.Lit, B.Lit, Jamia, LLB exams. Use the code FESTIVE25 and get this fantastic opportunity of getting a flat 25% discount on your online classroom program. BYJU'S Exam Prep brings to you an express course for Maharashtra CET, A.Lit, CLAT, B.Lit, Jamia LLB 2022. This will be batch 2. The highlights of this course is 150 plus live classes, 10,000 plus practice question, monthly e-magazine on legal reasoning and current affairs, mock test, expert guidance by NLU alumni, and 50 plus mocks and 120 plus sectional test and 100 plus quizzes. In this course, I will teach legal reasoning for this express course. Okay. BYJU'S Exam Prep also brings to you a crash course for CLAT 2022. So friends, let's begin with today's session. In today's session, we bring to you two very important passages. Now, as you guys are aware of the fact that the CLAT exam pattern has changed over the years, and since 2020, you guys are getting passage-based questions. So how do we solve these passage-based questions is one very important thing that we are going to understand today. Up on your screen is a particular passage. I would request all of you to read the passage very carefully, understand this passage, understand what the author of the passage is trying to say through this passage. And then there will be questions relating to this particular passage. So let's begin. I hope we are done reading with this particular slide. Moving on to the next slide. So guys, the slide in front of you, the passage today that we are going to talk about deals with wrongful restraint and wrongful confinement. What is wrongful restraint and what is wrongful confinement has been mentioned in this particular slide, right? So all that we need to do is to understand the difference between wrongful restraint on one hand and wrongful confinement on the other. Are we done reading with the slide? Moving on to the next. Okay, are we done? Are we done reading with this particular slide? Fantastic. Okay, moving on to the next slide. Okay, guys, are we done with this slide also? Okay, fantastic. So we understood the basic difference between lawful, unlawful restraint and confinement. The difference between restraint and confinement. Okay. So let's try to understand the first question. Ritesh happens to be a naughty child. He likes to play games all day on his phone. So his parents, fed up of this games, decides to take away his phone and restrict him. Very, very important. And restrict him for his naughty task. Now, is it a case of wrongful restraint or wrongful confinement? Now, this is not what we understand by wrongful restraint or wrongful confinement as stated in the passage. So the correct answer to this question is option D. No, it is neither a wrongful restraint or a wrongful confinement. No, very, very important. Am I clear to each and every one of you? This is not that case. Okay, moving on to question number 2. The municipal corporation is carrying out certain repair works relating to sewage. Now, as a result of this repair work that the municipal corporation is carrying out, it creates a highway blockade whereby the commuters' time to go to certain places are increased by 30 minutes. Now, is it a case of wrongful restraint or wrongful confinement? What will you suggest? Very good, very good. I'm getting great answers. The correct answer is not to file a complaint for wrongful restraint as the offense is not made out. Because the first one says to file a complaint on wrongful restraint, no. To file a complaint on wrongful confinement, no. To file a complaint on both wrongful restraint and wrongful confinement, no. The municipal, there are certain justifications. If you remember the slide, there are certain defenses. And one of those defenses is if the municipal corporation is doing some repair work for sewage. Is that clear? The correct answer is option C. Question number 3. Based on the passage stated above, which encapsulate the law about wrongful restraint and wrongful confinement, which of the following legal statement is definitely correct? The correct answer, most of you are giving me the right answer, is the offense of wrongful restraint and confinement are almost similar, except the fact that the degree of restraint is higher insofar as wrongful confinement is concerned. The later one, what is the later? Confinement. The degree of restraint is much higher in confinement. Am I clear? Is that clear to each and every one? Okay. Okay, fantastic, fantastic. The correct answer is option C. Okay. Are you all understanding how to solve these questions? Question number 4. Now here we see a man, Arman, who went to the washroom and was locked by some individuals from the outside with an intention to threaten him. He was restrained from moving in any direction except the 2 feet duct which was located at the height of 10 feet from the bathroom wall. Is it a case of wrongful restraint or confinement? Wrongful restraint means you are prohibited from moving in one particular direction. But confinement means you have been confined with 300, insofar as 360 degrees concerned, from all corners. and you cannot come out of that place. So this is a case of wrongful confinement. Am I clear? This is certainly a case of wrongful confinement. Am I clear to each and every one? Have I made myself clear to each and every one of you? Is that clear? Okay. Am I clear? Moving on to question number 5. Okay, question number 5 is up there on your screen. So, if you have answered the previous question correctly, that is wrongful confinement. What is the punishment of wrongful confinement? What is the punishment of wrongful confinement as mentioned in the passage? The answer is very simple. 1 year of imprisonment and a fine which may extend up to 1000 rupees or both. So the correct answer to this question is option A. But if you have answered the previous question incorrectly, there is no way you will get the answer of question number 5 correctly. Do keep this in your mind. Is that clear? All of you. Okay. The correct answer is option A. So guys, are you understanding how to solve these passage based questions? The more you solve these kind of questions, the better you will adopt yourself for getting into the top law schools of the country. Moving on to the next set of facts. Read the facts very carefully. Okay. Ishan saying, Shakshi says done. Okay, fantastic. Moving on to the next slide. Moving on to the next slide, guys. Are we done? Are we done, guys? Moving on to the next slide. Are we done? So what is a conditional contract? That is a contingent contract. And what is a wagering agreement? That is all which you must understand. Okay. I think that we are done. Moving on to question number 6. What is the correct answer to this question? Amar orders some clothes from an online platform which has developed recently. The purchase is worth rupees 2000 and Amar promises to pay an additional sum of 500 rupees upon delivery, which was already stipulated at the landing page when the purchase was being made. Is it a contingent contract? The correct answer is none of the above. It is just a proper agreement. Am I clear to all of you? Is that clear? Please, Amar promises to pay additional 500 rupees on delivery, which was already stipulated at the landing page when the purchase was being made. So it is just a contract. Is that clear? That you have to pay an additional sum of 50 rupees. Is that clear? Very good. Question number 7. Now, Seeta and Geeta enters into an agreement according to which Seeta will pay a sum of rupees 10,000 to Geeta if the sun rises in the west. Now, can the sun rise from the west ever? You can enter into an agreement which can happen. Can you enter into an agreement which cannot happen? It is a void agreement. Very, very important. It is a void agreement. You cannot enter into a contract which can never happen. Can the sun rise from the west? No. The correct answer is C. So guys, are you understanding how to solve these questions? That's the most important thing. Because these are the kind of questions which will come in your examination. and you should know how to solve these questions. Okay. Read the question very carefully. The next slide are the options. Are we done? Are we done reading this particular facts? Okay, moving on to the question. The question is, can Sanjeev sue Munish for specific performance? Very good, very good. I got certain answers. Okay. The correct answer is Sanjeev cannot sue Munish. Sanjeev cannot sue Munish for specific performance because it is a conditional contract. I am going to buy, thereafter I am going to sell it to you. He will thereafter sell it to someone else. So that was the condition for buying that property. Have I made myself clear? So if you are liking today's session, do press on the like button and share this video with your friends and others who are also preparing for CLAT and other law entrance examination. Question number 9. This is what we understand as a contingent contract, a contingent contract, a conditional contract. If you swim the English Channel, I will give you 10,000 rupees. It's a conditional contract. If it rains, if it does not rain in December, I will give you 10,000 rupees or 1,000 rupees. It is a conditional contract. So the correct answer is option E. Okay. Question number 10. A contracts to pay B a sum of money when B marries C. C is already dead. Now, can you marry a dead person? No. So it is a void agreement. It's a void agreement. Option B is the right answer. Have I made myself clear to each and every one of you? So friends, did you understand how to solve these passage-based questions? You need to read the passage very carefully, understand the passage carefully, and only then start solving the questions. Okay. So friends, BYJU'S Exam Prep brings to you a booster course on legal affairs and current events for CLAT 2022 Batch 2. In this course, you get build CLAT 2022 concepts for legal affairs, current events, and static GK from scratch for beginners, expert guidance by NLU alumni until the day of your exam, progress assessment test to gauge your performance at regular intervals, and highly interactive doubt clearing session. BYJU'S Exam Prep brings to you a comprehensive course Batch 7 for CLAT 2023. If you are preparing for CLAT 2023, here is a comprehensive course from BYJU'S Exam Prep. In this course, you get build CLAT 2023 concepts from scratch for beginners, DY study plan covering the entire syllabus to help you score better, expert guidance by NLU alumni provided until the day of your exam, and 100 plus live classes based on the latest CLAT pattern along with interactive quizzes. So friends, with this, we come to the end of today's session. Thank you very, very much. God bless you. Stay home, stay safe, stay healthy. Bye-bye. See you.